From Aussie Katola, shoving $6 million into the middle of an $11 million pot.
All in is the play. Ooh. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
To Phil Ivey, pushing his entire stack into the nuts are the craziest all-ins in poker history. Wesley Fay 5 bets to 275,000 with ace king. Dwayne calls with queens. Doug Polk saw Wesley's hand before the deal. Then Fay triple barrels into the best player on the planet with nothing but ace high.
Wesley bets 125,000. Whatever Dwan called with pre-flop, I can't imagine him folding on an 8-8-3 board to a $125,000 bet.
125?
125.
That's what he bet?
That is the bet.
There's the call from Dwan. Pot now, 812,000. Dwan with about 1.1 million behind. Turn a blank.
Check.
Wesley's hands are shaking. And it looks like he is loading up for another bet. Remember, Doug Polk knows what Wesley has. Tom Dwan, though, does not. $350,000 over to Dwan. Pot has got 1.2 million in it.
The table has not been this quiet for 4 days. 1.2 million in the pot, and still a river to come.
The table has not been this quiet for 4 days. 1.2 million in there already. If Dwan calls this, we'll have one of the biggest pots we've ever seen, and still a river to come. And there's the call.
$2.3 million in the pot. Wesley with just ace high. Then he says the 2 words that change everything.
The river's a 6. Wesley with just ace high.
Check.
Dwan checks it one more time.
All in.
There's the all in.
He said all in?
He said all in.
For sure? Well, I guess.
Said all in.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna get a water.
Pot has got 2.3 million in there. Wesley is just triple barreled with ace king.
What the f? Doug saw his hand. Oh. This is a weird hand. Doug saw his hand, tried to talk him out of 3-betting. He 3-bet anyway. I mean, I guess he just flopped an 8, but it seems very hard to fold. Oh! I'm gonna feel dumb when you roll over like 8-7 suited or some shit. Maybe 9-7 suited. What the?
Tom Dwan has been part of some of the biggest hands in poker history, and once again, he is here on our stage.
Dwayne talks himself through it out loud. It sounds like he has kings. The whole room holds its breath.
Just under 800,000 to call. We've got 2.3 million in the pot.
You could just have the aces. It just doesn't seem like you have the aces. I'm gonna feel dumb if you do.
From everything Dwan is saying, it sounds like he has kings.
What the?
Look at the size of that pot.
What the fuck? Feels like he just flopped the trips. But
Five bets pre-flop. Wesley bet the flop, bet the turn, and has moved all in on the river. We've got 2.3 million in there.
feels like you just flopped the fucking trips, huh?
He's got queens. There's the call.
Hey, call.
Call.
Tom Dwan has just won the biggest pot in the history of televised poker. $3.1 million to Tom Dwan.
This is 1.5 and change. Holy shit.
Wesley, still shaking. He said it best. You can't bluff Tom. From the biggest pot in televised poker history to the hand that held the record before it. 20 hours of straight poker. Dwayne picks up 6-7 of hearts. Ivy raises with ace-3. Both flop gut shot straight draws. Then the 4 of diamonds hits the turn, giving both players a straight. But Dwan has the nuts. What? The pot crosses 900,000. And Ivy, considered the best cash game player in the world, can't let go. The biggest cash game pots ever to the most brutal elimination in WSOP history. Drennan satellited into the $1 million tournament for 25,000. 19 players left. A shot at 15 million. He looks down at pocket aces. Cats 4 bets to 2 million. Save your money, kid. You can't win every pot. Drennan shoves. Cats snap calls. You both have aces. 96% chance of a chop.
Wow, you both have bullets. It's so sick.
Gary Katz under the gun, lives in Las Vegas, businessman here with pocket aces. A raise to 225 from Katz. Pull it over to Rick Solomon, who gives up 6 tray in the small blind. Seaver folds. Big blind is Connor Drynan, also with aces.
Well, the edge here goes to Katz because he holds the ace of spades, Lon, the prettiest card in the deck.
It is indeed. So Dryden now wondering how exactly he wants to proceed with his pocket aces.
Fun fact for you, Lon, pocket aces is a favorite against every other hand in the deck except pocket aces.
Dryden in the big blind now. And that looks like more than calling chips. There's a re-raise to 580,000.
They really should just dispense with the drama and get to the business of chopping this pot.
Kerry certainly hasn't forgotten what he has, so a little Hollywood to go with the extra drama. Dryden sitting up tall and confident with his aces. Katz re-raises to $2 million. That's a 4-bet.
We saw Dryden get bluffed earlier by Rick Solomon. If he folds here to this 4-bet, that would be a very nitty play.
Very nitty indeed.
Save your money, kid. You can't win every pot.
44-year-old with some friendly advice to the recently turned 25-year-old Dryden.
This might be the longest chopped pot in history, and we're still pre-flop.
On.
Call.
Bullets? Wow, you both have bullets. It's so sick.
So everyone knows now.
Can we just chop?
God, I was like, he has to have kings. Like, he's so strong here.
Yeah, it's with that speech. I was like,
There's only one aces left. It's so sick.
Yeah, speech is like, boom.
Then the hearts start falling. 2 on the flop, a 3rd on the turn. Drinnen's spine goes cold.
Flop 2 hearts.
Hearts. Hey, I got a free roll. 4% chance.
You can breathe now.
You can breathe.
You can't.
If I lose like this, whatever.
Yeah, no.
No, you know.
Turn card now.
Kings.
Oh my God.
It's another heart. This is getting serious for Dryden.
I feel like it might.
Of course
Might
it might, but like,
I got some of the Antonio luck shifted over here.
there hasn't been it. Me neither.
A river heart would give Katz the pot and knock Dryden out of the big one.
And now the river card. No!
I'm so sorry.
Dryden flushed out of this tournament.
$1 million buy-in wiped out in aces versus aces.
Wow.
Connor Dryden just became the answer to a wicked poker trivia question.
That's so sick.
Is brutal.
God, you wanted to do a chop, right?
A 2% chance of losing. The best starting hand possible. Eliminated with 0 payout. From the cruelest elimination in tournament history to the biggest pot ever on American television. $1 million buy-in cash game. Day 3. Both players flop heart flush. Draws on a 3-3-8 board. But Antonius has the nut draw. The ace on the turn locks it up.
Antonius with the ace-king of hearts in the small blind.
Paul, can I have a stack of flags, please?
30,000.
Of flags.
The 3-bet is to 30K.
He wants a color up from his yellow chips.
You know you're out of position, right?
The quick call by Person.
So did Rob.
Rob's in there as well.
Just what I wanted.
Sizable pot already developing.
I was going to 3-bet with my hand anyway, so it's cost me the same.
8-3-3 with 2 hearts. Flush draws for Antonius in Person. Rob Young with the backdoor straight flush draw.
$40.
140.
Antonius leads for 40K in Person. Snap raises to 140,000.
That's his runner. I think I'll be chip leader.
think person's serious. Just get it in. Whoa.
Antonius clicks it back.
Let's go.
Makes it 250,000. Person calls.
Person shoves his remaining 750,000 into the middle. Antonius takes a breath and calls.
The turn is the ace of spades. That locks it up for Antonius. Almost 600K in the pot. He has about 700K behind.
You don't want to do that.
150,000.
Antonius leads for 150K.
Come on.
Person jams!
What do you have?
I have 600, 700, 750 some thousand.
Cool.
Oh,
Antonius
drop.
makes the call.
Ace king. 9 or queen. I have 9 queen.
He hit the ace.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Nice hand, Patrick.
Thanks.
Patrick Antonius wins a pot worth $1,978,000. That is the biggest pot in U.S. televised poker history.
692, but that deal.
We have
I
just
fold ace as
witnessed
well.
something extraordinary. An Eric Person left with crumbs.
From the biggest American pot ever to a hand so sick, the commentators said they'd never seen anything like it in 10 years of poker. Toby Lewis has pocket queens. Andrew Roble has pocket nines. Shall the flop comes, queen, queen, 9 quad queens for Lewis. Full house for Roble. Both players try to out-slow play each other.
All three players have pairs. That's something you don't see very often, pre-flop.
Button in the blinds.
Oh! It's come
Quads,
queen,
full
queen,
house.
9.
Oh, my God.
Goodbye, Andrew Roble.
Wow.
Been nice having you here, but
0%. It's such a hard place to be
some
drawing
days-
your
It's
head
so
from,
hard to
isn't it?
flop a full house and be 0%. It's really, really
Wow.
hard. They're both trying to figure out how can I get all the money in. And by the way, Lewis is thinking he has to be bluffing, right? Because when you have quads, you have all cards locked up.
Roble leads right out and bets a full house.
Playing it like...
Well, that's something I would never do in this spot to a pre-flop raiser. I'd let him take one stab to bluff at it. Now, obviously, Lewis is thinking he's died and gone to heaven here or something. He just can't believe
But he's
what's
also
happened.
thinking it's got to be a bluff or an ace-9. It just... So
You're
he's
just going to call. You're never
yeah,
going to
he's
raise
never
this
going to
spot.
raise. He's never raising this. I mean, it would just be a horrible play.
Until he's last man, last action, probably before he's going to get any bets in this pot.
Yep. And look at it.
Continue to throw the rope.
These guys are just incredible.
Well,
I mean,
well,
he's
that just
done
shows
that
you.
so it doesn't look. I mean, what are they
he
thinking?
raised?
Yeah, why do you raise there?
Well, he's raised here.
I think this is a bad play, but amazingly, it's going to be the perfect play because you get all the money in now. Because
Well, Phil, I mean, isn't it that he's raised here because he's reckoned that Roble will never put him on a strong hand if he does? I mean, it's that.
The
sort
point
of
is,
level.
looks like an
raising
ace-queen.
here, you shut the guy out of a straight draw in case he had a jack 10. It
you
makes
know
no
he
sense
can't,
to me. He
it's-
doesn't have a queen.
It's wrong. It just has to be wrong. You can't let the guy bluff anymore because he can't have it.
He's got the only hand he's going to continue to play.
He's just getting very lucky that the guy.
He's got the only hand he's going to continue to play. 9's full. Roble is just very happy.
Yep.
That the guy's raised him.
Both players think the other has nothing. Then a 9 falls on the river, giving Roble quad 9s. He shoves. Lewis snap calls.
That Lewis has a queen. That's what he's hoping for, but it doesn't. He doesn't feel it in his bones yet. So he's
because there is a level here among these young guys on that paired board to the raise that Roble's trying to represent a lead with air, and Lewis is trying to represent the pre-flop raiser raising him with air.
Yep. And I think given the way the hand's gone, Toby has to fire like 50 or something right here.
Well, I just can't believe he's betting this hand. In case your opponent's got a straight draw, why would you want
Wow,
to shut him out?
Robles is thinking Christmas time, but it's not Christmas time. It's Cole in the stockings time. I stole a raise out of your book. That was you, Jesse. That was you. I can't.
Roble obviously trying to decide. The bet's 60. Do you go all in? Do you raise? Do you just check and lead the river? What's the best way? What does he think Lewis has here? What would Lewis play like this? Obviously, a queen.
I'm in shock he
maybe.
raised him on the flop. I mean, that's the first thing. I would have never thought the guy's going to make a
on the
call
flop. That was, I
with
think,
any
horrible.
hand. Looks like a horrible play.
In hindsight, these will be the worst 7 minutes he spent on his trip to London when he got out-flopped by quads.
He'll be looking at on the airplane ride home in his mind, too.
Oh, boy. Toby, on the other hand.
He's still just flat calling.
Well, they're just calling here.
Because he's thinking my opponent might be bluffing.
That's what it has to be. That's what it has to be.
The only thing would make it worse if a 9 comes up on the river.
Right.
Oh, my God.
That was sick.
Can you believe this?
Oh, my Lord. That
Quads
is so
over quads.
sick. I can't believe that.
It's kind of unfair.
Oh, my Lord. So now he's like,
oh, my God.
He's like, wow, my opponent can't have queen 9. Hopefully he has queen 5, you know. Or
Toby must be thinking, geez, what can this guy have to be calling with all this way?
One thing we know for sure, just in case he checks it, he is going to get a wager.
I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
No, me either. This is a first for me. 10 years of cards.
Well, he's moved all in and quickly called and let Roble turn up his hand first. 4 9s against 4 queen. Look at Timoshenko's face.
Look at Toby Lewis.
Look at Timoshenko. Look at Timoshenko. Look at Timoshenko. Look at Timoshenko.
That might be the most weirdly played hand in history of poker. One of them, certainly.
Poor.
You know, the whole crowd is just completely shocked.
Andrew Roble has left the building.
From quads over quads to the biggest pot ever broadcast on a live stream. 4 a.m. in Jeju, South Korea. Katola has lost $25 million in heads-up play. He's down $9 million to Foxen alone. They agree to run it back one final time. Katola flops top 2 pair with King Jack, checks back. Foxen turns a flush, then the river, King of Spades. Katola boats up.
Can Aussie boat up? He can. It's a full house versus the flush. And he checked back the flop, so it's so disguised.
I think Foxen might overbet the river.
And he's going to get raised.
I mean, you have to believe you're up against a naked king sometimes. You want to maximize against trips. You might be up against queen 10.
Foxen thinks he's got Katola cooked.
550, not an overbet.
550K, that's right.
Very chunky nonetheless, and Aussie with a clear raise. Near nuts.
What's the price, Aussie? How much does this customer need to pay to see your dish? He's going to throw in a time bank.
It's so sick, too, that Aussie has the image to get paid off on a big river raise. If there's one spot he's consistently bluffed in all of these matches, it's raising rivers. Now you've got the goods. Foxen's going to have a very hard time getting away from any price here.
All in. All in is the play. Ooh. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
This is so gross.
How does Katola...
Foxen burns through his time banks. The commentators are screaming. He cannot fold, and he cannot win.
This is so gross.
How does Katola have a full house in this spot? He checked back the flop with 2 pair. Do you think Foxen's going to believe that?
That's exactly it. And combine the all-in choice with the fact that Foxen might think the only credible value raise is a flush. But flushes won't go all in here. They're not strong enough.
If Foxen calls here, it's just over. He'll be down $6 million, and I don't see how he can fold.
It really doesn't add up, Randy. This looks like a desperation bluff.
But it's not. It's the full house.
Shouldn't have bluff again. Again?
Oh, he responded.
Or is this the first time?
I know you watched the hands in the toilet.
No, I didn't.
Yeah?
No.
No more time banks. What does the table talk mean?
Call.
He calls. The biggest pot. $11 million. Foxen loses.
GG.
$11 million, the largest pot ever broadcast in televised poker history. And the man who won it had lost $25 million getting there.